Hello everyone, this is the Mental Health for Life channel. In psychology, the emotional relationship between parents and children is called an attachment style. Attachment styles are the foundation of the adult mind, and the way we interact and engage with others is influenced by these attachment styles. The ideal relationship is one in which both parties trust and respect the other and help and assist each other as needed without being dependent on each other. If a child is loved by his or her parents and raised in a good parent-child relationship, this type of relationship can be cultivated and is called a secure attachment style. However, if a parent has issues or didn't get enough love themselves as a child, it is easy for their children to end up with an unstable style of their own as an adult. There are three types of unstable styles, one in which distancing is too close, one in which distancing is too far, and one in which these two extremes oscillate back and forth. In this video, we will discuss the three types of attachment styles that are common for people who are not loved by their parents. Number 1. Anxious type. When a parent has mental illness or is perhaps emotionally unstable due to marital difficulties, they may end up treating their children inconsistently emotionally. Sometimes they may be loving, and sometimes they may suddenly become angry without any significant reason, causing the child to go through a cycle of hope and disappointment. As the child then grows older, they end up overly concerned about how people look at them and whether or not they are well liked. If they acquire partners later on, they may be constantly anxious about possible betrayal and act excessively clingy. As a result, they often become dependent on others and take their help for granted, becoming angry if they have their dependent needs rejected. They are not in a relationship to love and be loved, but to satisfy their own loneliness. This is the essence of the anxious attachment style. Number 2. Avoidant type. When a parent has a mental illness or is occupied with their own affairs, they may not be able to care for the child and end up neglecting them. What children learn from this is that their needs cannot be fulfilled through others. They grow afraid to get close to others because they think only disappointment awaits them if they begin to expect things. As adults, they learn to keep their distance from people and try to remain uninvolved with people in groups, aiming to avoid responsibility and conflict with others. However, they may find themselves conflicted because they really want to be close to someone. Even when partnered, they do not like to be constrained and will try to spend time alone. Because they do not reveal their innermost feelings and are not good at empathizing, they are often seen as cold people. This is the essence of the avoidant attachment style. Number 3. Fearful avoidant type. If you were separated from your parents when you were a child, or if you were subjected to abuse or neglect, you develop both fearful and avoidant tendencies. As people with this attachment style get closer to others, they struggle between wanting to feel safe with them and fearing that they will get hurt if they get too close. These people might fluctuate from being utterly dependent to being furious at the slightest word or misstep before then flat out ignoring others. With parents, they may often become violent due to emotional instability. This is the essence of the fearful avoidant attachment style. Many people with insecure attachments experience unstable relationships even after they reach middle age. Are these relationships inherently doomed to instability because of the attachment style they developed in childhood? That is not the case. In the same way that people who didn't develop good study habits as children can relearn the skill as they get older and enter high school or college, so can people relearn their attachment style and create healthier and fulfilling relationships. One specific way to do this is by interacting with caring people with a secure attachment. The longer a relationship lasts, the more the fear of betrayal gradually dissipates. For example, those with an avoidant attachment style might be able to maintain a relationship with a healthy amount of distance, and if they manage to do so long enough, the general anxiety they hold towards becoming intimate with others will soon fade. In practice, however, we tend to choose partners and friends who are similar to us. The probability that people with similar attachment styles will associate with each other is much more likely. When two people with anxious attachment styles connect, they may initially form a deep and passionate love, but this is likely to eventually devolve into intense fights due to the demanding relationship. This can lead to a worsened insecurity in both people. Avoiding couples, on the other hand, do not seek or devote themselves to each other, and their relationships often do not last. Not only will this deepen their emotional wounds, but it will also make them even more avoidant. Choosing the right friends and partners is very important for people who are unloved by their parents. They should avoid choosing incompatible partners to avoid making their issues worse. Attachment styles can also be relearned through positive experiences, in the workplace, by parenting children of their own, or even through caring for pets like cats and dogs. But most of all, it is important not to let yourself get discouraged by a lack of good encounters. This was the Mental Health for Life channel. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.